Good day, I am Prophetess Sade, Gilmore. Let me go here with this word. The Lord said a hit was successful. Now I'm going to start out by sharing a quick little vision that the Lord showed to me around the first of this week, Sunday or Monday. He gave to me. It is a spiritual message, so you have to understand it with your spiritual understanding. And what you have to first understand, and I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you to understand, so you won't get the once the Lord joins a battle, it is no longer you fighting that enemy. It is you and the Lord. Okay, so that's why the Lord showed me, then him. Because it was no longer I that was fighting against the Pharaoh enemy in my life, who is my so-called mother. I have shared that many a times before. But it's me and the Lord. Okay? So let's go here with this word, this vision. I am Prophet Sade Gilmore. I'm trying to decide which way I want to go first. Okay, so earlier this week, the Lord showed me this vision, and it started off to where I saw myself in the house that I'm in now, and I saw myself in my earthly mom's room spiritually. And the Lord, I have to take my time to explain it. The way he showed it to me, as if I went in there to take her out. Spiritually, we talking. I went in there to take her out. And then he switched it to where it was no longer me. I saw a representation of the Lord. One moment. It was a dark-skinned person that the Lord showed me, which I honestly believe to represent one of his angels. Because once the scene switched, it was me. Then it switched to this. I'm seeing this dark-skinned person in the same location that I was in. Then I heard them. One moment. I heard them mention on something about how they had 12 rounds. And once they made that statement, I knew that he was the hitman. I knew he was the gunman. I knew that he was there to do some business. That's not unusual. The Lord, hey, he got angels that does. Hello? And so the vision ended. And once the vision ended, I heard the Lord say the hit was successful, which made me to believe even more that that was one of his angels that he had sent to bring his judgment to pass against that Pharaoh enemy of mine, right? So now let me give you the words that the Lord has been giving me for this message, because I'm going to start out by saying that if this word is for you, then may the Lord make it be known that it is for you when it is for you. Okay? Now, I will share some personal information, be a little transparent. It may make you realize that, yes, this word is for you. This Pharaoh-like enemy, it could be male or female, they are the main enemy who has been fighting against you. I can't tell you how long they've been fighting against you, but they are the main source. They are the one who recruit other people to join in with them fighting against you. So it's literally like they are the Pharaoh, and they go and recruit people to join their army and come out and fight against you. Whoever that person is in your life, may the Lord make it be known to you if you don't already know, which you should. But if you don't, then make it be known. May He make it be known to you. But for me, the Lord placed me in the furnace of affliction, in the fire, January 1st. He knew my Pharaoh enemy was going to continue to come after me. But he sent me to her and had me to warn her. So basically, like, he sent me to her to give her the choice, because the choice, we have free will. The choice is yours. Either you live or you die. Which one you want? You can walk away as if what you did, it won't nobody ever know that it was because of jealousy. Or you come on after her again you should surely die. And that's what he had me to tell her, that she should surely die if she go and try to have me locked up again, right? So once I gave her what the Lord told me to give her on December 31st, 2023, that first week of January, she made her choice. She made her choice. Not knowing spiritually, foolishly, she didn't know. Once she made that choice to cross that line in the spirit realm by coming after me yet again against the Lord's warning, she sealed and signed her fate with God's judgment against her. She sealed and signed her own death certificate, and I ain't ashamed to tell it. This is how the Lord told me. Now, for your Pharaoh enemy, I can't tell you what the punishment will be for them. That's something you have to ask the Lord. But this is what he told me behind my Pharaoh enemy, Pharaoh-like enemy. Now that we got that out the way, the Lord is referencing this word to Pharaoh and his army when they chose to come after the children of Israel yet again. Even the more, and I say yet again because they was already being punished, and you know the story when they was in Egypt. But once the Lord redeemed them back and led them out of Egypt, Pharaoh did not supposed to come at them no more. But yet Pharaoh decided, he gonna come out of them yet again. But the Lord allowed it. Let me say that he allowed me to be in the furnace of affliction for a short period of time. So the Lord allowed you to be in the furnace of affliction for a short period of time. He allowed your enemies to continue to talk about you for a short period of time because while you was getting the fire, he was purifying you. He was putting the end to the old you completely, burning up impurities that he don't need in you, right? Because as he said, let them talk. You should be gold in a minute. That's the word he had me to release last week. But this is what he's been telling me for this word. As I said, he said the hit was successful. So he's definitely finna move against your enemies. He's finna deal with them. He had me to write down, because they made the decision to come after you, now the Lord is finna deal with them, said God. They were warned, but they chose to anyway. So they knew. They knew. In this part, they will regret messing with you. This is actually a word that the Lord reminded me of. He gave me last year to release, maybe around October, November. He brought that part back up to me again. He said, they will regret messing with you. He said, you don't mess with my baby, said God. They bet it, but bet it wrong. They bet against you. And they were wrong, said God. They stood in agreement with her. They stood, and for your Pharaoh, it could be a her or him. But my Pharaoh is a her. They stood in agreement with her, and they shall fall with her. So, the ones that how can I say it? The enemies that your main enemy recruited is what the Lord is talking about. They stood in agreement with her or him for you, and they shall fall with her or him, depending on who your main enemy is, that Pharaoh-like enemy. Go on. The Lord says, just as Pharaoh and his army, they came out against you. Ain't no escaping this judgment, said God. And that's what he gave me for this video. Now, as the Lord said, it is finished. Your furnace of affliction is finished. Now the Lord is finna deal with those that chose against the warning. They chose to come after you. They was warned not to. Now he's finna deal with them because your process is complete now. So it's like they have no longer no reason to, stick around and be around. He allowed them. He used the fire to purify you, but that's done. That's complete. So now he's finna deal with them. I can't tell you individually how the Lord's gonna deal with yours. But if this word is for you,